Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host, James Mason, where our goal is to bring you insights and ideas into your daily trading activities. Good morning, James. How are you?
Todd, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I see you must be getting a lot of positive feedback with your senior high school picture there. That's why you're keeping up. I like the younger version of James.
He definitely does look more optimistic. All right, everyone. So currently the Dow futures are up 32 points. S&P is up 7 points. And man,
let me guess. You think it's going to be a choppy market today?
It's a choppy market every damn day, I swear. It's aggravating. But I do hate when the market is honestly not that strong. Pre-market. I do like to see the Dow futures being over 80 points, preferably around 100 points in either direction before kind of like pointing out a direction. But when it's something like 30 points, man, that usually does mean it's going to be choppy. But other than that, man, rough weekend. The baby was sick, high fever all weekend. All the stuff that comes with sickness. And man, it's just been rough. And now my wife and I are trying to fight not getting it. And
it's tough. I mean, anybody who has a parent understands that there's nothing worse than watching your child suffer, and there's nothing you can do other than just let nature run its course. And fevers and throwing up and sickness overall, it's just horrible.
Yeah, but all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Make this quick. So far, like pre-market, not really too much going on. I mean, anything that's going on pre-market is already done went. So yeah, I mean that's where we're kind of at right in the moment. I'm just gonna like verbally talk about a few tickers I've seen in the comment section. Mainly ticker GSAT. Actually, you know what? I won't verbally talk about it. I will just pull it up on a chart. All right, so here we are, ticker GSAT. Honestly, just a beautiful pre-market push. The thing that I don't like about this, and that doesn't mean that it's not going to, just not going to go up, but the thing that I don't like about this is how many shares they have outstanding. They have just shy of 1.8 billion shares outstanding with a float right at 727 million shares. That's a lot of daggone shares.
That's a lot. It's a loaded pig.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So the reason why they're making this push up this morning is basically the report coming out that it's pretty much a rumor that the iPhone 13 may use their satellite connectivity, which would be super cool for them. But to be honest, I don't know what that necessarily means in the long run. I mean, they could get a strong push. I mean, yeah, who really knows? Quite frankly, I'm surprised that Apple doesn't have the tech to do it on their own. So I'm looking at per trading view, the all-time highs, and let's see right in here around this. If I can get it. Hold on. All right, we'll just call it right around 455. In the future, I mean, we can play in between the lines right now, but if you want to look for a strong breakout in the future, let this thing get above 455. I mean, we can see where it came up here, tested it, a long time ago. And again, these stock prices are going to be adjusted for like splits and whatnot, but the chart still remains the same in the context of looking for breakouts. So if we break above 455, we could see this thing really start to honestly make some longer term movement here. Now, as for where it will go up to, you really don't ever know. But if I would have to speculate, we can see all these candlesticks right in here, all these monthly candlesticks where they just kind of like group up. So I'd probably say that around 1180 is going to be a fierce resistance. So for me, I actually don't have any intentions of ever trading this just because of the share structure. I hate trading those bloated pigs. It just takes so much money to make it move. And really, when people start to sell off, like this thing would drop quickly. That's what I hate about it. But looking for a true breakout, I look for that break above 455, overall target price around 1180, and then whatever happens after that. But let's just briefly talk about Apple. Guys might have heard of that company. All right, so pre-market, we are at 148.88. Overall, I am bearish on Apple. I was day trading it on Friday, and honestly, I just ran out of time. I had short-term contracts, ran out of time, and I mean, it is what it is. It actually just irked the crap out of me. But the reason why I'm so bearish on Apple is based off of, I can't remember what year, but some incentive plan from one of the prior years. There were like 5 million shares allocated for Tim Cook. He got the shares and then he sold them all off. So he cashed in on $750 million worth of shares, which I can't blame him. I mean, if you can have a $750 million payday, who gives a crap what your shareholders think? I'll be honest, like, I wouldn't care. Like $750 million, like, what are you going to do? Fire me? Okay, cool.
James being honest.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, let us IPO. Let me have $750 million worth of shares. I will dump on you. All right. But anyways, he sold roughly his 5 million shares, cashed in $750 million. And I mean, heck, we saw what happened with Amazon when Jeff Bezos did it. But it's just in general, I mean, that's a lot of shares for an insider to unload. And it just makes sense. I mean, look how strong Apple has been just overall. The market as a whole, I mean, we can't keep going up. And I'm surprised we're still going up as a market. It doesn't make any sense fundamentally. But it is what it is. So I'll be looking for Apple to break down. And I'm really looking for it to go down and test this range around 137.59. That's 60 range, whatever. And if we look across, we can see this trend line right here, my target. We can see where it would come down and reach all that support. So that is just what I'm looking for Apple.
Take a look at since we're talking about tickers that we're not excited about or we're talking about. BBIG, we talked about it before we got on live. A couple of people asked about it.
So BBIG, pretty much the only reason why it's pushing up is due to Reddit and them squeezing it out. I mean, that's really all there is to say about it. As for where it can go up to, I know people have talked about their merger or whatever other crap, but that merger is not like a strong catalyst play for this. It's just simply not. This is just solely moving up off of the short squeeze. Now we are currently up right at $8.69.70 for pre-market. Let me see what that pre-market high was. Pre-market high was right around 10.63. Hold on a second. Oh, wow. Okay, so we came up here, pre-market. We had hit right around 10.63. I'll just put a line right here at 10.68. Don't matter. If you look, we're testing those all-time highs pretty much. And with that being said, I'm not sure what just happened to my chart. Okay, that was weird. So with that being said, with it come up here to test this pre-market and then pulling back this much already, we're talking about pulling back almost 2 points already. I kind of expect it to really just chop around within this range. Maybe print a red day. Now, I'm not saying the squeeze is over. I don't think the squeeze is over by any means at all. But what I'm talking about is it's probably going to just have a day of cooling off. Now, I mean, could it break above the pre-market highs and keep running? Absolutely. But you're going to have people taking their profits, and I can't blame them because it literally, jumped from $3 on up here to $10. So, why wouldn't you take your profits, all the people who try to hold on for whatever it's going to be, $40, $50, $60, $100, $100,000, who cares? None of that is guaranteed. And a lot of these people, they're smart enough to understand that. They'll cash in on those profits, that 300-400% run. And then if it drops, they buy a little bit more profit. And then anything they make with that, hey, that's just house money right there. So at the moment, it's looking like BBIG is probably just going to have a kind of a chilled out day, cool off some, and then it will probably resume with the short squeeze.
All right.
But
not a lot of sexy plays this morning. We're about 3 minutes to the start of the market, and it looks like it's going to be a slow trading day.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of chill out. I can honestly tell that I'm not sick. I'm just not feeling well. Like in the context of I don't know. I feel like a lack of energy.
Sure.
Let's take a look at ANIX really quickly. Where is it? All right, so ANIX, we obviously know about their recent news with their ovarian cancer vaccine. They're supposed to start up a trial for their breast cancer vaccine, but looking right here on the daily chart, we have broken above this high, and we are trying to break above the high of this candlestick right here, and we need to stay above it. And if it holds above it, we do stand a great chance of this thing catching that momentum and honestly we should in theory have a nice spike. Now, overall, where is it going to go up to? Kind of hard to say. I would kind of predict that we will get this resistance around the $7 to $8 range. But if we can break above that high right here, I would pretty much speculate that we're going to come up here and test, obviously the $9 range. But I'd say with that momentum, we'd probably break beyond that, maybe test 10. As for it going up higher than 10, and again, 10 is a long shot. I'd have a hard time seeing it go up higher than 10 if it did. And again, guys, it's just speculation. We got to play the chart for what it is in the moment. And if we get that later, then, hey, that's cool. But we just have to see what happens here. Extremely bullish on this ticker, and let's just see what money we can make. So other than that, that is all I have.
Well, we're less than a minute to start the market, so be safe today, people. Protect your capital. Be smart. You're near the end of the month. It's today's August 30th, so I guess we're more than near, aren't we? And see you tomorrow morning.
All right, everyone. Appreciate y'all tuning in. So trade safe, trade smart, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.